All right, what is going on, happy Hearthstone listeners? This is Andrew, and we are here for a deck battle episode. It's our very first one post Josh. God rest his soul. Actually, he's fine. He's working for Blizzard. He's better than all of us are. But I've got Jarret's future-proof Tempo Mage going up against Zerotio's secret Reno Mage, or weird Reno Mage, as he called it. So really excited to see how this plays. I took a sneak look at his deck list at some point, but I definitely didn't study it going into this. So he mentioned on the show that he's got a big secret in there. So excited to see what it is. Let's see if I turned on a little bit of let me see, our special Medivh versus Medivh match has begun. So I'm going to throw back those others. Sorcerer's Apprentice is a great beginning, although now I regret throwing back Blood Mage. So we're really constructive here on the Happy Hearthstone, so I'm going to just give him a little hello. Ooh, he got the perfect one drop. And so did I. So this deck really does well when you're able to ramp up the very early game. And I think especially against Reno Mage, it's going to be key for winning this matchup. So he is really going for it here. Now the question is, do I Sorcerer's Apprentice, coin out Frostbolt? Got to think through all the plays here. I could Sorcerer's Apprentice, coin Frostbolt his face. That gets the mana worn up to 3/1. The big concern is that I don't have a play next turn if I do that. Whereas I could coin out Barnes next turn. I think we're going to go for it. The big thing that I like about this play is that it forces him to have an answer to Mana Worm. And granted, it's not a menacing opponent, but if he Fire Blasts the Mana Worm, that takes away 2 mana from his turn 3 play. As long as he doesn't have Arcane Blast, oh baby, a triple. We're very okay with that, obviously. So now we got a pretty good curve going with Barnes and then Azure Drake. We'll see what he's got. I think he's struggling a little bit. He's trying to decide which one he wants to kill. I've definitely been in that position where it's kind of hard to know. Do I want him to have spell damage or do I want him to have discounted spells? I think the right answer is leaving the Cold Sorcerer for this exact reason. If I could Arcane Intellect and use one of those cards potentially this turn, that'd be really good. I think we're going to go with Barnes, though. So what could we pull from Barnes? If I remember correctly, really Archmage Antonidas is the only card that I would want to be able to play something additional, I think. And we'll see if I'm wrong. Oh, that's one of the worst. If not the worst. Ooh, the secret. So he mentioned he's got 2 ice blocks in this. And he also mentioned that he's got an effigy. So it could be any of those. But he could have gotten any secret from that babbling book, actually. So we just tested for Vaporize, which is not a typical spell, but if he got it, I would rather give up a 1/1 than a 3/4. So now we've got Azure Drake, Arcane Intellect, or Kabbalist Tome. I like the Azure Drake just to get more on board. He could Blizzard this next turn, though, and that would make me really sad. Let's just Kabbalist Tome and see what we get. Looks like nothing we can play. Ooh, that Forgotten Torch is good. And actually, that counter spell could be really good if we can throw off one of his Pyroblasts or even an Ice Block. That could really put him in some hurt. Okay, don't like that he does that. So now we can test for Effigy really simply. I think I might even Spellbender. Well, saving the Barnes isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, I don't want him to get too many cards, so even just taking away one potential card from that is great. Although I love making them overdraw when they have an Acolyte. It's punishment. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the counterspell does. And let's draw 2 cards. I wasn't sure if we had tested for counterspell yet, which he could have from the Babbling Book. So that, because typically you want to draw cards first, but I saw the Arcane Intellect is more valuable than the counterspell. Okay, that's not a menacing minion. That's a menacing minion, though. I'm thinking we might want to polymorph it. So, actually I kind of like this. If I Azure Drake, Arcane Explosion, I can run Barnes and the Babbling Book into the Water Elemental and have an Azure Drake on board. I really like that. You really want to consider, especially against a deck like Reno Mage, he's got a lot of board clear potential. So Flame Strike, Blizzard, he's also got a lot of single target elimination. But I kind of want to bait that out, because an Azure Drake is not as valuable of a target as the Antonidas is. So if I can get him to use removal on the Drake, it's actually not that bad. Of course, I'd like to keep the Drake if I can, but I'm going to play a lower value target for him to do something on. Okay, so Kazakus, I still can't say his name. This seems easy. Seven, 11, no, that doesn't do it. So I'm saving the mirror image because I'm anticipating he could Flame Strike now. Because this isn't an ideal thing for him to... Oh, good. So that was a great counter spell. Gotta love it when things go your way, right? Okay, so... Again, we're anticipating an ice block here. Yep. Do I throw up the Spellbender now, or do I wait? I think I throw it up now, just in case. I probably would have liked to protect Antonidas better. He could play a Blizzard right now, but he's really going to need to play Reno if he has it. Oh, wow. That was actually a great play. least I thought it was. I mean, he's got to be bluffing Effigy, right? Okay. Well, he's already used his Flame Strike, so he's not going to do that. I really don't gain too much value by like putting something else on the board. I was considering playing Azure Drake because it's fine. Oh. I think we're seeing a secret. He needed Reno, but he had not a Reno. All right, well, the first game goes to moi. Really goes to Jarret. We're gonna give him another go and see how it plays out, though. Man, Spellbender Counterspell. That Cabalistome was money in the bank. Showed it what you think. They still already have. Hey, I get my book this game. I think we want to keep the intellect. Oh yeah. I'm kind of embarrassed. I kept waiting for the Flame Wakers, but that's the whole point of this being future-proof, because Flame Wakers are getting rotated out. So that's really the big reason why people will probably not play Tempo Mage as much. Okay. Come on, Barnes. Don't give me Babbling Book again. Mama. We got some stinking removal. Well, as much as I'd like to be aggressive, we have none of our aggressive cards. No Mana Worm, no Cult Sorceress. Really, I wouldn't have wanted to play a Cult Sorceress or Sorcerer's Apprentice anyway. Oh. Actually, that's fine. The question is, do I Arcane Intellect or just ping? This is when it's very important to count your cards. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other cards. So if I draw 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, I've got 9, and then I'll draw 1 next turn, and that's 10. So that's fine. I don't think there's anything I want to play. Holy cow. Dan from Hearth Coach, talk about drawing the back end of your deck. This is, my goodness. And granted, Babbling Book didn't help me. That was a big part of it. So, oh, holy cow! Really, the back end. Sorry, buddy. That was not good for you. I don't really want a Barnes, but maybe it's fine. No. The play is really either Barnes or Sorcerer's Apprentice Ping Face. I guess I don't have many spells. I keep thinking that Barnes is more powerful when you don't play him on turn 4. Like if I get a Mana Worm and I can... I guess Mana Worm's just going to die probably. Okay, so he gets a second chance at the Kazakus. And he may have intentionally done that too. Alright, so now what are we going to do? we'll be fine in a couple more turns because I've got 3 Flame Strikes in my hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 cards in my hand. So what I should not do is Azure Drake, because then I've got one too many cards. So let's just Barnes and be okay with whatever happens. Yeah. So he'll ping that, which is kind of a bummer, but it's fine. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. He must have a 6-cost card or 6-card combo. So I've got an interesting choice to make here, kind of. I hope I'm not boring you guys with these plays because they're interesting to me. Obviously considering coin Flame Strike and just keep moving from there, but the value of holding onto the coin for Archmage Antonidas is really huge because it's a guaranteed fireball. So the question is, do I want to give up a guaranteed fireball to take care of a 3-2, a 3-4, and a 1-2? Problem is that Acolyte is just troublesome enough. And I need to get rid of some cards in my hand, so we'll go ahead and do it. I don't love the play, but it's fine. Certainly we have enough removal in our hand. So if he's got a big minion, I'm just going to polymorph it, and if he floods the board, we're going to Flame Strike again. And I am intentionally going to play that the Flame Strike I got from the Babbling Book last. This is kind of a insider's game, and Zerotio is a good player, obviously, so I'm going to play his game. But he knows I got a card from Babbling Book, and he has not seen what it is. So I want him to wonder as long as possible what that card is, so he'll have to play around a ton of stuff. Or he'll just forget about it, and I'm fine with that too. So let's Azure Drake. So I've got 9 cards in hand. I kind of want to get rid of that. No. I mean, I want to play minions on the board. I don't think he's played much of anything, though. This is part of Tracobot that I can see the cards he's played so far. So he has not played. The Doomsayer's kind of an AoE card. Ooh. Solia, huh? What are you going to play with Solia, Zerotio? Oof. Problem is, I got 2 more of those, buddy. So, not really scared, exactly. We could Rag. Or we could Sorcerer's Apprentice Tome and see what we get. What I like about that is it sets up for a crazy Archmage turn. Let's put some pressure on him instead. I would love to take out that Solia. And that's a bad Rag. Had a feeling that was coming. Maybe we can get a fireball. That's not a fireball. Okay, how about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh. See, I don't want to play my polymorph. Or do I? Because I could get something off the Kabbalist Tome I really want to save the mirror image for Archmage. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Now that I know he's got a Molten Giant, though, that could have been my one-way ticket to death. You can take out the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I'll be sad. Nice thing about the Water Elemental is it'll buy me some time against that Molten. Ooh. Oh. So if you have ever had Bran Kazakis played against you on the ladder, it feels bad every time. Because look at, he's making a second potion, and he's choosing it quickly, which tells me that he got some good stuff. And that he's feeling pretty confident about his play here. Which does not leave me feeling very confident, I'll tell you what. We have to get rid of his stuff, because I'm terrified that he's got Bran or something. Is there any other play here with Archmage? 2, 3, 4. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he wins this game. Oh, we got Kabbalah's Tome off Kabbalah's Tome. Oh, wow. Okay. See, if he's got the Pyroblast in hand, we lose. And I'm pretty sure we've played again. Yeah, I have Flame Striked his board, so that's not an effigy. It's definitely a nice block. So I think the only way we can win is actually if we get an ice block off of Kabbalah's Tome. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 cards in hand. Golly, so I've got to get rid of some stuff, but I can't. 3. This is the only one I can get rid of. So I've got 2 chances to get it, I think. Yep. Yep. So I think that's the end of the road, boys. Just play our Forbidden Flame for posterity's sake. Yep, all right. So he got aggressive with his Kazakis potions, and that won him the game. All right, 1-1. He didn't even need a secret weapon on that one. So I'm guessing at this point his secret weapon is getting the Molten Giant down after the ice block and then Renoing. And then you've got a free 8/8, which is pretty good. Okay, that's a pretty good start there. We'll give him a little terror. I've been far too nice. Josh would be disappointed. Okay. I'll just keep getting aggressive here. Oh, we didn't even talk about the fact that I got a fireball off of that, a babbling book. It's one of the best draws you can get. Fireball is a fantastic card. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Love something playable. I'm going to say goodnight to my daughter real quick. Sorry. In 20 years, I probably won't regret 5 seconds of silence on this video, but I would regret not kissing my daughter while she's still so cute. Okay, and we're back. Come on. So, I don't like his water elemental. I don't like it one bit. Ooh, that could be a finisher. Polymorph Boar is a cool card. What I like about Polymorph Boar is it's a surprise, an element of surprise card. If you play it correctly, it could be the last 4 damage that you need to win a game. And actually for this, it could be a great... is it too greedy? I don't get to do anything if I use it. That's what kind of stinks on this one. I want to attack with the Babbling Book, but then Polymorph Boar it and run it into the Azure Drake, but it's too greedy. Keep seeing what we get. Man, so that Flame Strike deals 6 damage to all enemy minions now. Pretty good. Seems good. Are you gonna Flame Strike? See, that's not a pricey Flame Strike as in mana cost. It's a pricey Flame Strike as in it's his only mana or Flame Strike. And that's pricey. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Get a little Water Ellie on board. And we wait. I could have ragged again, but maybe that was a terribly mistaken play and someone watching is just cursing my name because it was so wrong. I think I'll just rag now, though. As long as that's not a mirror entity. Yeah, okay. I don't think he could have gotten a mirror entity. Yeah, he hasn't played anything yet. So again, I'm baiting out the Polymorph because Archmage is a win condition. So if I can get enough off of him, I don't care if he polymorphs my... Do I Flame Strike an empty board? This is the hard thing about Reno Mage is he's not going to play a ton of cards. I don't think that it's terribly wrong to play a Flame Strike here. Because I'm not going to get to use it to combo with Antonidas, more than likely. He's going to get rid of him somehow. I don't think he's used a Fireball yet. Oh no, he has. I can't believe I'm considering this. I think I should. For the fun? No, this is a serious game. This is the last of the 3. What am I thinking? Okay, we'll pass. Even if that Flame Strike kills 1 minion, it's worth it to hold on to it. Okay. You guys talked me out of it. Thank you. And it didn't even matter, so Oof. That's a good 5-drop. Oh, it's not incredible. Zerotio. Several things we could do here. I think I want to Archmage Frostbolt it. I would love to guarantee a second card off of Antonidas, but I just can't. He's used his Polymorph and his Fireball, so... Oh. Well... We did save ourselves 10 damage, which is pretty good. That's sad. Bummer. He had to use it, though. And now he's pushing to a weird part of the game where I've just got spells in hand, and he's got a bunch of stuff, I'm guessing. Especially if he gets a whatever card is best for the situation from the Courier. That Cabal Courier is a really good card. Oh, man. And then getting a potion. He could have so many different things. Well, I was just talking about how they don't have a board. Now he's got a board. I could double Arcane Explosion. It's fine. Because that clears his board, and what am I going to save him for at this point? Although it would be nice to get a Cult Sorcerer, and I haven't gotten any of those yet. But I'd just use a Flame Strike, if not that. Jarret. The double Arcane Explosion. It's good against aggro decks. I will definitely give you that. It's really good against aggro decks. Especially all the Pirate Warrior I've been running into. I want that. Interesting. Okay, so he doesn't have anything he really wants to play. Can I Polymorph Boar the nothing in front of me? Don't think that's an option. Okay, we'll just play that. Question is, does he have Reno, really? Or even his second ice block? Okay, my mirror images aren't going to help me, really. Well, okay, let's see what this does. I could Polymorph Boar, whatever the 1/1 is. Let's see, if I mirror image, I've got 2 extra tokens. He'll ping the Mana Worm. Has he used Blizzard and Flame Strike? Yeah, he has. I need that Kabbalist Tome right about now. Let's just Polymorph Boar it. Come on, Zerotio. Deal with it. Deal with it. Ah! Don't like that. Do I polymorph? Okay, I've got a second polymorph, so I can hold on to it for Molten Giant. But no. I can't do that. I mean, obviously I could have popped the ice block, but I just feel like that is a bad use of... Because he's probably got Reno in his hand, and granted, I guess there's nothing I can do to... Unless I had an Eater of Secrets or something. That's an interesting choice. When he's getting that aggressive, that tells me he's got a pretty good hand. Or he just knows I won't be... Actually, probably what he... So Dirty Rat told him I don't have any... Oh, okay, well, we'll ping it now for sure. So we knew that was coming. Oh, Arcane Giant as well. Well, Zerotio, I think you're still going to win this one. Oh. Did he only play it the once? Did he Manic Soulcaster it? He hasn't played it this game, has he? Last game he Manic Soulcastered it after playing it with some duplicates. So, yeah. And he's going to freeze me. At least he got one of the not as good potions off that. So... yeah, we have to polymorph those. So I'm glad that we didn't use the polymorph on the Dirty Rat. See? You got to know your opponent a little bit. But that Kabbalist Tome, if he gets a Kabbalist Tome off the Kabbalist Tome, that's when I start losing my mind. So that secret could be anything. Yeah, this is where we go downhill real fast, boys and girls. Oh. Not looking so good, Jarret. My apologies. He got the Kabbalist Tome off the Kabbalist Tome. Kills me. Literally kills me. That's just disgusting value. Well, there's a card I haven't seen. And it's ironic. I was actually listening to a really old episode of Villains Chosen the other day just for fun. That was my podcast before coming here to Happy Hearthstone. And I happened to listen to the episode where we reviewed Herald Village. We thought it would be a bad card. And guess what? Turned out to be just that. So he's used his Pyroblast. I mean, who knows what he's got from those tomes. That's what kills me about these decks. Is he could just have insane removal. Okay, now he's just memeing. But he knows it. I've got... Oh! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Do we have the Tome of Tomes? Seriously. There's no way we're winning this, guys. Oh, what a bummer. Sorry, Jarret. That was a strong Reno Mage deck. Man. All right, well, the entire this entire broadcast is going to be viewable. Sorry, I guess that's a downer of a night, but congrats to Zerotio. Great job on those matches. You'll be able to see this whole thing on MMO Reporter's website. You're probably watching it right now. We are going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back as we talk about the matches that you just saw. Thanks for watching, guys.